to the show, everybody. Cheers, Ashley.
Cheers. Boom.
That is not the,
that is not the clink.
Do a fake clink. It's not the vision that I had when I wrote this. It was like this
that
awesome.
That is too funny.
You heard the bubbles. You heard the clink.
Yeah. Like
no bubbles.
The
no
fancy
clink.
glasses with the ding.
Yeah. Where's our sound mixer when
we're drinking out of stainless steel glasses.
Stainless steel tumblers
Not
from
that,
my Yeti.
I forgot that fancy crystal, the baccarat crystal or whatever it's called.
Baccarat. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes. That was, I haven't heard about that.
It's because I know that because of that movie.
We don't have any.
Yeah, we don't have it, but it's because that movie, The War of the Roses, where
yes.
If y'all haven't seen that movie, it's an oldie but goodie.
Oh, that's true.
Hysterical.
Well, for today,
Michael Douglas.
We'll drink out of our Yetis tumblers.
Okay.
I have lately been enjoying my water a little bit more on the bubbly side. Haven't you?
It's so hot and I get sick of drinking just plain water. So I like to mix my water up.
I do too. I thought you meant like, this is so hot, like trendy right now.
Oh, well, maybe it is. Maybe
I don't know
not.
if it is or not. I have no idea if people know about this or not. Today we are talking about molecular hydrogen, and I add molecular hydrogen to my water. Lately, I have been using the molecular tablets. There's different ones on the market, but I have them from Water with Wellness, and I really like them. Do you like them?
I like them too.
No, it's acquired taste, but I think it tastes a little bit like a alka seltzer, but on a much lower level because I don't like the taste of
Well, it also doesn't make me feel bloated like an alka seltzer would.
Yes.
So it's not like this huge fizzy moment that you're going to have, but you can tell there's something in your water. And I'm not thinking, oh my goodness, this is such a delicious taste. But mentally, I get excited because I know I'm adding something to my water that's making me optimized.
Yeah. That's a great take on it. I get excited too. I'm like, ooh, this is good for me.
Yes.
Now, I don't know how many you have daily. I have about 1 or 2 daily. And when I mean 1 or 2, I have 1 tablet in my water daily. What are you up to?
Normally, I have 1 tablet in my water, and depending on the day, sometimes I'll do it twice a day. But that's rare. I usually just do it once a day.
Once a day, which is totally fine.
And then today, because we were doing this podcast, I thought, oh, let me drop 2 tablets into my water and see what that tastes like. It tastes the same.
I was wondering about that. Now, when you do 2 tablets, we'll go over it a little bit later, but you need more water for 2 tablets. But
yes, and I have my huge water glass.
Yes, you have your big Yeti.
And I also put some sliced lemons in there for vitamin C.
Now, the reason why I do like a Yeti or the stainless steel, I have like a little stainless steel cup here, is because I have noticed, and I don't know if you've noticed this too, Ashley, but if you put it in a clear glass, it really does. It leaves like this film on it, this like white film.
Yes.
And it's so hard to get out. And it's not just putting it in the dishwasher. So your guests are going to be like, what's going on with your dishwasher?
Or you're just
glassware? Like it just looks like your dishwasher isn't cleaning
Or it looks like you're drinking out of a dirty glass.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's cloudy. So that is why I switched to the stainless steel version.
That's a great tip.
Yeah. And because I was just sick of having that look all the time. So I am an esthetician and I am really into skincare, but I'm also really into other healthy ways to make your body work better at a cellular level. I really have the mindset and the belief that it's not just skincare. It's so much on the internal side as well. That's what we talk about, all of this. We don't just talk about skincare on our podcast. We talk about other things like supplements, which this is pretty much a supplement, and how we can change your cells, because everything really does stem from your cells.
It does. And the older that I get, I'm realizing how, and even watching our parents and other people in the family, I'm watching how quality of life makes all the difference. You can live till you're, 90, 100, 80s, but there's a difference between an 80-year-old that's still traveling, still walking, still active versus somebody that's just
and somebody taking care of themselves too.
It's incredible.
It really is. Our mom's a good example of that. She takes care of herself. She travels. I mean, she's always on the go. She really does take care of herself. And she's really good at doing what we say to do.
I know.
Like we tell her, we really got her into light therapy. She bought us Cellular Pro, like everything that we tell her. We told her about intermittent fasting. She's pretty good at that. Well, the company Water with Wellness, according to them, there are more than 400 research papers and additional human studies showing that molecular hydrogen can be a beneficial nutrient. And so I did get a lot of this information from the company's website. I am not a scientist or a doctor, so I just want to make sure that that's fully disclosed on all of the research, and you can decide what's best for you and what you want to do. I wanted to just kind of simplify it because I think things can sound a little bit more like, what the heck, what is that? But what really is molecular hydrogen? And super simple. It's a supplement, comes in a tablet form, and you can add it to your water. Let's just say it what it,
I like that.
Let's say it what
simple,
it is.
But simple is best.
And what is molecular hydrogen? It's an element. That's what that is. And it's actually one of the lightest of all the elements. This brings me back to like chemistry class in ninth grade.
Not listening to it.
Yeah, like I didn't care. And now I'm like, ooh, that's an element on the periodic table.
I only wanted to do the experiments. And
everything else. Ugh. But now I'm like really into it because I know how it can affect you in aging. Right. So I'm like, I'm all ears now. Where's the conference? Yeah. Well, the science is this. 2 atoms combine to form H2, hence the 2, or hydrogen gas. It makes the smallest and most mobile molecule. I think that's pretty cool. So what that means, of course, is more cellular bioavailability, or just to simplify it even further, the ability to reach other molecules, other areas other molecules can't.
That's cool. That's really neat. They can go to other areas that other molecules can't. That's so cool.
Because it's so small.
Because it's so small. So what are the benefits then?
It reminds me of skincare in the fact that that's why we love serums, because the serums have the smallest molecular structure that can get, they can go down the deepest and the furthest into your skin. Yeah. So that kind of reminds me, equate it to the same thing with, I didn't realize I also need to think about the molecular structure of supplements, because how deep is it going? How far can it reach into your cells or wherever you need it to go?
I love that, Lindsay. It's like this reminds me of what's the science lady that goes inside and she's the bus. And
what are you talking about?
The magic school bus where they go inside the body. Okay.
I don't know what that is. Is that like
it's a
PBS
it's a PBS cartoon show.
Okay. I haven't watched that lately, but okay. So let's talk about the benefits. There's some pretty cool benefits of molecular hydrogen. It supports gene expression, cell signaling, and cell metabolism. Really important. Also, a lot of people need magnesium. And magnesium is such a, you really want that as a key mineral to have in your body.
And because of over agricultural, you've probably already heard this, but our soil is depleted in magnesium.
Exactly. So it provides magnesium. And I have a note on that below. So stay tuned because I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. That's a cool little note there. Okay. Now, I think this is super cool also. It converts the body's free radicals to water. So how is this related to appearance? Free radicals, can cause loss of skin elasticity, wrinkles, changes in hair texture, color, like your gray hair, and hair loss.
Oh.
I always like to see how this stuff relates to appearance. Let's bring back to, me still looking good.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm doing all the research for.
That's so true.
Hence, then it helps you look good. So it is a win-win situation.
That's right. So we want quality of life, but we also want to look good.
Yeah. I want to go out looking good. Like
I hear you.
I want to go out and, wow, she looks good. She still looks good. You can tell she was an esthetician.
So I'll have an open casket for your funeral.
There you go. Yeah. Another benefit is it regulates the body's antioxidant system, including SOD and glutathione. Glutathione is a substance produced by the liver, and involved in many important processes like building and repairing tissues, helps your body protect itself against damage to cells caused by free radicals.
Wow.
So just imagine, I'm like, wow, I just have to add this tablet into the water. There's like not much to do. Just drink. You're already drinking the water.
You're already drinking water. Just add this tablet and look at all these benefits.
Look at all these benefits.
Let me take another slurp right now.
Just don't slurp on the microphone. Maybe just like a baby step.
There you go, Lindsay.
How do you take the molecular hydrogen? Very easy. You just drop 1 to 2 tablets into the water. Here's a rule of thumb. Use 10 to 12 ounces for 1 tablet. But if you're going to use 2 tablets, use 12 to 16 ounces. I personally just do 1 tablet at a time. So I have a small tumbler here, but Ashley has a big tumbler. So she dropped 2 tablets. So she's drinking more, which is totally fine. Very important. You want to use plain water, meaning you don't want to use like juices or any kind of smoothie or anything like that.
Or like fizzy water, right?
Yes. You want to have uncarbonated water, and you want it at room temperature. So those are really important. Carbonated water would be too acidic, and you don't want to affect the rate of reaction. Also, I personally wouldn't want to drink carbonated because it's kind of already, I think it does make me slightly fuller. So I just think carbonated and this would be too much for me.
Oh, well, you know what? I didn't pick up the fact, I must have misread it about the room temperature. Added ice.
Oh, no, don't add ice. Yep.
Okay.
Just keep it room temp. Now, you learned this too when we studied the podcast or got ready for it. You want to drink immediately after the tablet is dissolved. You don't want it to sit around in your cup for, a long time.
Yeah.
You don't want the hydrogen concentration to diminish. So as soon as the tablet is done, it just takes, I don't know, like a minute, probably like a minute or two.
Yes.
Then you're ready to sip. Now, a side note about the magnesium that we were talking about earlier. You are getting 80 milligrams of magnesium with each tablet. So if you take other magnesium supplements, which I currently do, so this was valuable for me, then you need to look and make sure that you're not taking too much. Now, here's a little fun little way to find out. If your stool is a little loosey-goosey, that could be a contributing factor to you've got too much magnesium, girl. So just keep that in mind. So you may not need that extra, which is cool. You don't need that extra supplement, so you just take your pill.
And I want to say magnesium, because I've done a lot of research, because Lindsay and I both suffer from restless leg syndrome.
Oh yeah, I thought this was
there
cool.
is a difference between restless leg syndrome and then literally like knee jerks like our dad has. So if you're one of those people that like you have big solid leg jerks, knee jerks, that means you're deficient in magnesium. If you are somebody else who has restless leg syndrome, like Lindsay and I do, and it's like that creepy crawly feeling.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, it's horrible. Then you're deficient in B1 vitamins. So that's just a little side note if you're having issues.
I need to get some of that. I need you to find me the best.
I will.
So I'll
tell you all about it, and I'll create a podcast on it because I found something that actually has diminished my restless leg syndrome.
Oh my gosh, you've kept this from me?
I did. Because
Wait, that is not okay.
Because I'm still researching it. And
I don't care. I'll research it with you because I have restless leg syndrome and it's horrible.
Oh, it's horrible.
Every night.
It's horrible.
Every night.
If you don't know what we're talking about, God bless you. Okay? You're lucky. So blessed.
Well, let's say this for another podcast.
Yes.
I am really excited about that. Yes. I'm tuning into your podcast, Ashley, even though I can't wait to be.
You're going to be co-hosting it.
I can't wait to be the co-host on that one. As far as the molecular hydrogen, I actually have the active H2 Ultra. And so that is a blend of magnesium, malic acid. How do you say that one, Ashley?
What is that?
Tartaric acid and dextrose. Now, if you want to know where to get the molecular hydrogen that we use, feel free just to go to our shop. Very easy to find. It's at lindsayholder.com. Hit shop my faves. There it is. It's right there. And definitely stay tuned for our next podcast that complements this one, because I'm going to tell you what also to add into your water. We're going to be talking about Quinton, isotonic and hypertonic ampoule supplements to add to your molecular hydrogen water for the ultimate mineral morning mocktail.
I just did that this morning. It's awesome. I felt so good about myself.
Oh, yeah.
I did. I love
You're
it.
on a
I'm
roll.
excited for you to tell everybody about the next one.
I am too. I'm really excited. So I have these at my spa to sell too, because I brought them aboard because I loved it so much, and they're in our shop and you can just have it delivered straight to your house. Well, everyone, thanks for listening, and until next time.